What is going on, guys? It is Lely2SX here, and this is a video more to do with the timing of tricks rather than showing you all the vast array of tricks. I will be going through most of the trick types, but it's mostly to do with people that are struggling to do tricks. So first of all, I'm going to show you how I do tricks. If you keep your eye in the top right corner, you'll realize that I let go of the left analog stick, or for you guys using the D-pad, I'd let go of the D-pad, then I'd hold the right analog stick up in position, and then I'd move the left analog stick or the D-pad in the direction that I want to go. I tend to think of it like this. The right analog stick is where I want to drag the ball to, the left analog stick is where I want to be actually going after I've dragged the ball that way. So now you're going to see I'm doing the same trick but in a slightly different way. I'm not going to let go of the left analog stick when I move the right analog stick and hold that into place. I let go of the left analog stick once it's held up there, and once I decide to actually perform the trick, I let go of the left analog stick and then I move in the direction that I actually want to take the ball. I would recommend doing it the first way for this one reason here. Linking the tricks for me is a lot easier when you do it the first way, because I just feel like you have complete control all the time. Where if you're doing it the second way, you kind of have to wait to see where your player ends up, and then you're actually having to rethink what's the next trick from there. And the other one, you just know, bang, this is done, now it's time for the next one, bang, that one's done. And this way you're going to see actually what happens when I do a failed trick. That turn there was a failed trick, and because I was already moving on to the next trick, he does a shoulder feint when I don't want him to do that. So when you do a failed trick, just give it a second, then have another go at it. In this video I'm doing all the tricks with auto feint on, because if you're an online player, I would recommend having auto feint on, because a slight movement that the online connections don't exactly pick up will obviously deceive you, because you'll think you've done the trick where the servers won't actually pick that up, and then you'll just walk into the defender and lose the ball. Here you can see I'm actually holding the right analog stick up, I'm not letting go, and I'm just doing all the tricks with the left analog stick as well, and that's not the way I'd recommend, just because I said it's not as tidy and it's not as neat. So now we're moving on to the flicks, and when I'm talking flicks with the analog stick, not flick tricks. These are pretty simple, to be honest. You can see here I'm flicking the left analog stick and the right analog stick, when in reality I should only be flicking the right analog stick. You'll see that I actually do that right at the end of this little clip here, but when you move the left analog stick, that's the direction that you want to shoot off in. So what you want to do is you want to flick the right analog stick first, and then hold the left analog stick in the direction you want to shoot off in. Remember, you can only flick the right analog stick 90 degrees to the player's left or 90 degrees to the player's right. If you flick it forward or back, it won't actually do anything. So now we're going into what I call, for the sake of this video, the 2 touch and 1 touch, and when you see the 2 clips you'll know why. First of all, I want to let you guys know when I move to the right analog stick, I do actually push it in and hold it in. I did try to exaggerate the movement, but it's actually hard to pick up that I'm actually pushing in and holding it in. And the second thing I wanted to tell you guys, and some of you guys will probably pick it up when you see the slow-mo clips of these 2 tricks, is that the 1 touch is completed a lot earlier than the 2 touches. The 1 touch commands should be completed well before the ball gets anywhere near you, whereas the 2 touch commands will still be going on as you take a touch, and then you're going to be moving the left analog stick once it's flicked up. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did find it useful, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys.